Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for a quick night of some new art. We're going to wait just a couple minutes to give everyone time to see the notification that we're live, see that we're live, click on maybe the wrong thing, not be able to find their way back to the event page, close the browser entirely by accident, clear out their cookies for some reason, maybe refresh their computer entirely, and then eventually find their way back here to open up the live feed. We are in wild times. We're all trying brand new things. So we're just going to be a little more patient with the process, let everybody get on board before we start. And no theater performance ever starts exactly on time anyway. So we're just we're on brand. It's all right. While we have a couple of minutes to spare before we kick off the show, I can take a few moments to introduce City Lights Theater Company's new program, The Next Stage. And to do the introduction, I will welcome on screen a good friend, an artistic icon, and truly a close confidant, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I cannot believe we got him on the stream. This is really exciting. Like I said, he's a friend, and I don't like to flaunt it, but I thought I'd call in the favor because this is such a big night. So Dwayne, take it away. Dwayne, Rocky D, are you on the, he might be having trouble with, maybe he might be muted sometimes with the so he might just be muted. We cannot hear or see you, Dwayne. So it's like I said, new stuff. We're all trying. So yeah, I don't see him in the list of people. So I think maybe he's got a poor connection, or I'm not sure. So I guess you know what, I'll do it. Dwayne, if you are there, when you figure it out, you just jump in anytime. Okay, pal. Thanks. I'll talk to you instead about City Lights' new program, The Next Stage. Now, City Lights' doors may be shut for the moment during our current health crisis, but they have not stopped believing and living their mission of creating and facilitating inspiring, bold, and challenging new work for the audience. The Next Stage is how they will continue to do this while we're all sheltered in place. Every Friday night at 8 p.m., they will use one of their social media platforms to give a short slot to a local artist. I believe there is some music coming up soon from Ren, who has performed there before in the space. Absolutely amazing. I think there might be choreography coming, stage combat classes, a plethora of new things coming your way. But first, you've got us. Tonight, we will be premiering my new play, From the Files of Denmark Metro. This is a one-act police comedy that I've written that we're actually going to split up into 3 episodes, coming to you this Friday, next Friday, and then the following Friday with the finale. Episode 1 will be scenes 1 and 2. Episode 2 will be scenes 3 and 4. And episode 3 will be scenes 5 through 7 to close it out. We've got an absolutely terrific cast ready for you with some of Bay Area's favorite artists, Giere Marquis, Roneet, Aliza, Rahamim, Blythe, Thomas, myself. We actually have one more person who's going to be joining us, but they're not on this episode, so you'll have to wait until next week to see who we got. I think we're probably ready to kick it off, but I've got 2 small pieces of housekeeping before we do. First, if you have ever attended a City Lights production, you know that the experience does not end when the show ends. Typically, the cast will invite the audience to join them on stage if they have any questions or just want to discuss the show. They can grab a drink, they can grab some snacks, and they can hang out with the cast for a few minutes. And we're not inviting you over to our house. We definitely don't suggest you come here. Please, please, please don't come here. But we will be staying online for about 15 minutes or so after the show closes to field any questions or comments you may have during the show. So throw comments, questions into the chat, and we'll have somebody from City Lights, I think Becky's on for us, to collect questions and give them to us at the end of the show, and then we can field those when we get to the show, to the end of the show later tonight. Grab yourself some wine and some snacks as well. We'll probably do the same. Last but not least, the big one, if you can. please consider donating to City Lights Theater Company. They have been a shining jewel of art in downtown San Jose for a number of years. They are an artistic home to me and to many other very talented individuals in the Bay Area. And we really want to make sure that once we can all go see theater together, we can see it at City Lights Theater Company. So if you can, there will be a link to donate to City Lights in the comment section. Give it a click. If you can't donate financially, share all of their stuff to all of your friends. If you're an artist, donate a piece of art to the Next Stage program. Anything we can do to keep us all creating and loving art during these trying times. Now that is all the gabbing that you're going to hear from me until we get further into the show and I have to act. But without further ado, thank you again so much for tuning in, and please enjoy episode 1 of From the Files of Denmark Metro. From the Files of Denmark Metro, episode 1. Scene 1, a park in Denmark. A dead body lies face down on the ground. Alma stands over it.
Huh. Well, no.
Back up there. Back up. Yes, you and you. All you. Just back it up.
Mags enters.
Nothing to see here except 2 officers of the law doing their jobs. Not what you're ever looking to write about, though, don't I know it? Back it up. Morning, Al.
Megs, thank you.
Might be cold now, what with the time it took me to get over here through that circus out there. These journos. Sheesh. One body on the ground is all it is.
Fascinating how quickly we all forget.
Got that right. Forget what?
The war.
Oh, right. Sure. Yeah.
This whole area was littered with the war dead.
Uh-huh.
Fortinbras, the invasion, the war mix.
Oh, that war. That's what you were. Why didn't you say so? The war. Of course. I know. I remember. I was a kid. But those, I'll tell you what.
Are you okay there, Megs?
What is this?
What?
Hold on. What is this?
Stop that.
Coffee.
And
nothing. Plain black coffee.
it can't be that bad.
Awful.
Oh, come off it now, Megs.
This is yours. You have mine.
Ooh.
I must have lost track, mixed them up on the way over.
Yeah, okay.
That's a little cup of heaven, Al. I'm telling you.
Oh, yep, mine too.
So, what have we got? I know that, but what's got all these reporters in a tizzy?
Well.
Why are you and I out here over some old dead vagrant?
The answer to your question, Sergeant, lies within the question itself. Why would you and I, a police inspector and police sergeant, respectively?
Oh, thanks, Al.
What?
I respect you too.
What? Why would we be out here checking out a body of an old dead vagrant?
That's what I'm asking.
That's a banal and unpleasant duty usually reserved for the fine, upstanding police constables here at Denmark Metro.
Exactly, like lazy-ass Oscar.
Oh, but I don't see lazy-ass Oscar out here. As it stands, I see 2 high-ranking members of law enforcement and, if I may toot our own horn for a moment, pretty top-notch investigators.
Toot.
Now, we were called out here instead of lazy-ass Oscar, you and I, to investigate an old, dead vagrant.
Something doesn't fit.
No, Sergeant Mickelson, one of the aforementioned pieces does not fit.
Which one do you think?
Well, I didn't get demoted or reassigned, I know that.
Neither did I.
I still investigate very serious crimes.
As do I.
Okay, then.
This is a very serious crime, then. This isn't a vagrant, then.
No.
Gosh. Who was he, I wonder?
You're pulling my chain, right?
What?
Look.
Yeah, what? I'm looking.
And?
Blood in the ear.
Sure, yeah.
Skin's got a sort of a crust on it.
Yeah, but
Some liquid sprinkled on the body, looks like. Think he was poisoned?
oh, that would be the coffee you spit out.
Ah,
Keen eye though, Max.
thanks.
You can't be serious. You really don't see it?
You know, your tone somewhat implies that I'm a lesser officer than you, Alma. So let me remind you that I'm the one who tracked down the janitorial employee who'd been stealing your trail mix every Thursday. Check yourself.
But you honestly don't recognize the king? Megs, cheese and mice, you need to stop that.
Why did you?
Oh, because you did.
What?
You startled me.
Startled you. You shocked me. That was shocking news to hear. I was shocked.
The chief enters, unseen to Alma and Mags.
Some morning, huh? Oh, what the?
Again?
Jesus.
It's not even funny anymore.
Ridiculous.
Ladies, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you mind refraining from spitting on the king of Denmark's corpse?
Of course, Chief.
Sorry, Chief. You were just shocked by the loss and all.
It won't happen again.
Terrible loss.
You can add no more spit takes to the running list of things I never expected to say as chief superintendent, right next to the king is dead in the middle of the park. And no, you can't use your razor scooter in the office.
Oh, lazy ass Oscar.
Anyhow, things are pretty much wrapped up for us here until toxicology comes back.
Toxicology? So it was poison?
It wasn't anything yet.
You think it could have been foul play, Chief?
I sure hope not.
Oh.
The paperwork alone would be, sheesh. On top of that, we've got Fortinbras threatening to march right into town. A demonstration, he says.
Fortinbras?
From the war? I know that, Chief.
Well, Fortinbras is dead, Chief.
Old Fortinbras, yes. But his son is Fortinbras too.
Oh.
Like the king and his son. Hamlet and Hamlet?
Yeah.
Or me and my dad, Magnus and Magnus. He wanted a boy.
Oh.
So Fortinbras, young Fortinbras, he's alive and well and talking about a revolution of sorts. It's all very abstract at present, you know, message boards, blogs, vlogs, the like. I think it's something to keep an eye on. But up the food chain, they say it's not a priority. And now, I mean, it's an election year for Pete's sake.
Kings aren't elected, Chief. It's a monarchy.
For me, I'm running for commissioner of police. Neither here nor there. Nothing much for us to do at present. No witnesses, no weapons, hardly any footprints, save for his. Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Well, except for the dead king, of course.
Oh,
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyone talk to the family yet?
The family?
Not yet.
The royal family?
I was sort of hoping, Axelson, you might.
I'll do it.
You got a real knack, you know.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Thanks.
I'd love to help you if you
Nicholson,
might.
you're with me.
But
Press conference.
I
Now.
The chief exits.
It's good exposure, Megs. Chief's right hand on TV. That's a good place to be.
Not as good a place as Castle Elsinore, talking to the queen.
Not talking, telling the queen her husband is dead. Hardly glamorous, trust me.
What was he doing out here, do you think, anyways? Walking around in some nothing park.
Well, it's his park. They all are. It's the king's world, Megs. We're all just dying in it.
Sergeant Mickelson. Scene 2. Setting, The station. At Rise. Peter sits at Alma's desk talking on the phone.
Oh, she's 16, my stepdaughter is. And I'm, if you were to get a look at me, it's the phone, I know. But looking at me, you wouldn't likely guess I've got a 16-year-old stepdaughter, my wife's daughter from another. And she's old, my wife, which makes it older. Than me. Not old. I would never say, so she's. Anyway, my stepdaughter's 16 now, and she's begging for a cell phone now, and she's gearing up to drive soon now and whatnot. So we figure, sure, all her little friends have had the cell phones for years, so why not?
Alma enters and stands impatiently by the desk. Peter doesn't notice.
But a basic one, nothing fancy, which saves us some money too, buying the basic model. And they tell us we can get one of those refitted. No, you're right. It's remastered? No.
Refurbished. Criminy.
Wow.
Oh, I should have seen that coming from a mile away.
Al, I am, 1 second there. Are you still there, miss? I am so sorry. You heard that? Yes, that was a pretty dang near perfect spit take.
Sorry, Peter.
Yeah, no need to apologize, Al. I've been trying to nail one of those for a while now. My improv team is going to be so impressed. Hi, hold on there, Hilda.
Hilda?
Yeah, she's here.
Hilda, my sister Hilda?
Yeah, it's for you, Al.
Oh, yep. My desk, Peter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we need to have a discussion about privacy.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Hilda.
Hi, Hill. Yeah, I don't have the time right at this. No, I'm not, and I'm not, so stop asking me to. Hill, can we another time, Hilda? I'm busy. I am busy. Have you turned on the news? No, not about the new Del Taco. What? The King, Hilda? Yeah, the King. I'm on that case. Yeah. Don't say really like that. I am. Hilda? No. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh. Peter, are you standing right behind me?
Yes.
We've talked about this.
I know.
There's no need to just loom nearby.
I know.
It's very odd.
I didn't know where else to stand.
Anywhere else will do.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's plenty, I think, Peter.
Okay, then.
Oh. What were you doing at my desk?
Talking to your sister.
I sure hope there's more than that.
Oh, sure. The forensic report I've been working on? The King? You know how the King...
I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I brought it over and then your phone just started ringing.
You brought that... Is this it?
Yeah. So I was just going to let it go to voicemail, but we got 4, then 5, then 6 rings in and nothing happened. It just kept ringing.
No voicemail.
Oh.
Turned it off.
Oh. Why'd you do that, Al?
Oh, so people would hang up and call Mags.
Oh, your sister is very persistent.
Don't I know it? Toxicity indicative.
Your ringer is also very loud, Al. I think you ought to adjust the settings on that thing right quick, because when we found ourselves in the range of 28, 29, 30 some odd rings, people were getting, a titch bothered.
A snake? A snake is
I picked it up. I admit it. I apologize. It's an invasion of privacy, but
Peter,
I told her I'd have you call her back, and I asked what the call was pertaining to, as I could leave, a short message for you, so when you were available, you'd be more inclined. I used to answer the phones, you see, for Habas and Associates, the lawyers on those billboards.
Peter.
Looking rather surly, but they're a nice group of guys, real socially conscious law.
Peter, stop for a minute there and just take a breath.
Sup, fam?
Oh, hey there, Max.
Trying fam on for size. My niece tells me it's not really the hip saying anymore, but I want to show her I still know what's in vogue, if you follow my meaning.
It is so hard to keep up. I was just telling Alma. Well, I was telling her sister.
Oh, Hilda was here.
Oh, she called.
Oh, she's such a sweetheart.
Don't I know it? You know, she told me to leave a message for Al. Girl stuff. She said family stuff, private. I know all about it. I told her.
You know all about
it. You know, I just don't have often anyone to talk to about it, save for you two. You know, and it's hard just being a stepfather to a teen at my age. You know,
You're a good man, Peter Nielsen.
Thanks, Max. Thank you. Anyway, before I knew it, I was sharing everything with Hilda and
Oh.
What?
You seeing Al's face there, Peter?
Am I seeing what? Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. The get back to work face.
The quit chatting and wasting my time face.
The don't use the copy machine to print out your band poster Oscar face.
The King Hamlet has been killed and nobody else seems to be taking it seriously face. Actually,
Not taking it seriously.
With respect, I brought you that forensic report, Alma.
And I've got you 2 witnesses.
what?
And I answered your phone.
Not now,
And
Peter. Megs, 2 witnesses?
2 witnesses
To what?
to the king's death. Well, the king's murder, they say. Saw me on the TV. Like you said, Al. Thank you. And gave me a call. Said they had information.
What kind of information?
Inside information.
Ooh.
They're part of the king's guard, you see. And said the king told them.
Told them he'd been murdered?
Yeah.
One more time to recap. The king told them himself that he himself was murdered.
How would the king do that, Al? The king's dead.
I am aware.
The king's ghost told them, keep up.
Spooky.
I told the 2 guards, the prince, and the prince's best friend. Want me to bring them in?
No, Megs. I want you to tell them and every other conspiracy theory Yahoo that's been giving us a call over the last 2 days that their information, inside or supernatural or otherwise, is wrong. Snake bite.
Oh, gosh. It's the middle of the day, Al. I'm not sure cocktails are a good choice right now.
Death. Snake bite. Toxicity levels indicate an internal poison, venom in the blood.
A bit of coffee residue sprinkled on top, too.
Unrelated, I'm sure.
No sign of foul play.
Huh.
Yep. Case closed.
Well, that's no fun. What? No harm in fantasizing a more interesting career making crime afoot. One more promotion and I can afford to move to a place big enough for a dog. That's the dream and you know it. This case, could have... He's already dead. Leave me alone.
Before we move on to the question and answer, of course, because this is episode 1, we have more coming your way. So on the next episode of Denmark Metro,
Bum.
another body turns up, and this time it's inside the palace.
What?
Bum bum.
And that's what we got for you next week.